Welcome back, my dear sweet friends. Yay! It is Tuesday and we have another video for you. My name is Emmy, my husband is Paul, and this is our channel, Frugal Money Saver. We are an early retirement, debt and mortgage-free couple living in New York, and our videos just show you how to live a full, abundant life while spending less money. We are going to get right into today's video. So much of what we are hearing is inflation, higher prices, gas prices going up, food prices going up, shortages, etc. And I think what we need to do first and foremost is just take a deep breath and tune into the way we are dealing with all of this. Because so much of all of this change in regards to price hikes and all these negative things come at us at once. And we have to be super careful that's not getting us down. We have to make sure we don't mix up perfection for contentment. And I will go into this and just share a little bit about it, and hopefully it will be very, very encouraging to you. We're also going to show you our no spend January food haul. I think there are approximately 5 items. One of them we were so blessed to find. It was a loss leader, something we've been wanting, something we've been needing. We're going to share that with you. And we also got into the kitchen and made, I think, the best granola I have ever tasted. And what does it use? A banana. A very, very ripe banana and basic ingredients that you probably already have in your kitchen. The first thing we're going to do is turn the camera around and we're going to show you our small food haul we got from Tops. I know, I don't know if I've ever done one from Tops before. Within a 5-mile radius, we have got a ShopRite, we have got an Acme, we have got a Stop and Shop, and we have got a Tops. And today, because of this amazing loss leader Tops was offering, we headed to Tops. So let's turn this camera around and we'll show you what we got. I am so excited about our Tops shopping trip. We only got 5 items. That's it. And 3 of them are the same item. So let's see what we got. We got a bunch of organic celery. Look at this celery. Oh, I am so thrilled with it. It was $2.99. It might be a little pricey for some, but for organic, I'm willing to pay it. And honestly, this blows ShopRite celery away. I can't believe how big and beautiful this is. We also needed sour cream. So $1.50 a container. Not a bad price, about normal, but we needed it. So that's okay. Now, drum roll, please. Here they are. They had the whole chickens, not roasters. The whole fresh chickens on sale. Are you ready? Come on in. 99 cents a pound. We have not seen this price in how long, Paul?
A long, long time.
I'm not kidding. We bought 3 of them. $5.66, $6.09, and $6.15. These will go in the freezer. You all know how I feel about whole chickens. I even did a video on it. You can get 4 meals out of this, no problem. I am so excited about this because I'm going to tell you we are going to have a roast chicken in the next couple days, and at 99 cents a pound, yeah, this was a total win. I will give you the complete total I'll tell you where we are out of our $100 we have for the month. Now, today is the 18th, so we have just about 14 days left in our no spend challenge. So we're doing really well. And this right here, I am so happy about. So the 3 chickens, sour cream, and celery cost us $22.39. Woohoo! Can't tell you how excited I am about those chickens. Honestly, I was like, Paul, we gotta go to Tops. So we did really, really well. And I spent almost $27 at the beginning of the month. So altogether, out of our $100 we have allotted for the month of January on our no spend January, we have used around $49.39. So we're going to even round it up. We're going to say we've used $50. So we still have $50 for food left. I know we're going to be needing some milk, so I know that's going to go on there. But we have been doing so well eating out of our pantry, freezer, refrigerator. And I have to honestly say, it looks like we haven't even made a dent in it. So that is a really good thing. We've just been using odds and ends in the kitchen. I've been trying to be super creative, and that helps. I'm always looking at an ingredient saying, what can I do with one banana, as you'll see in a minute. And I want you to keep being creative in the kitchen as well. So many meals can be made out of the ingredients we have at hand if we get creative. Now what I'm going to do is flip the camera around again. We're going to get in the kitchen, and we are going to make banana granola, right? Are you? I was like, one banana, what can I do with it? I found a 1 banana granola recipe. Super simple ingredients, nothing weird, nothing fancy. I have to say, hands down, wow. I had to stop myself. That's how delicious it was, honestly. So we're going to turn this camera around and we're going to get into the kitchen, and I am going to share with you a super frugal, truly delicious recipe right now. We are going to make some homemade banana granola today with hopefully items you already have in your kitchen. It is a delicious, warm, toasty granola recipe. I'm making a half batch. I will link the original recipe down below in my description box. So what we're going to start with is 1.5 cups of oats. We have a half a cup of walnuts. You can use pecans if you want. I just have an abundance of walnuts. And what I did is just crush them up a little bit. Cinnamon, an 1/8 cup of oil, and I'm just using vegetable oil. I've got 1.5 tablespoons of brown sugar. We're going to need some maple syrup, about 2 tablespoons and 2 teaspoons of maple syrup, 1 very ripe banana. Now I'm going to tell you that the original recipe called for the whole banana. Even though I'm making a half recipe, I'm still going to use the whole banana. How bad can it be, right? And we're going to need about 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. That's it. Wait till you see how easy and delicious this is. As we continue our no spend January, we're looking for ways to be creative in the kitchen, and I think this is going to fit the bill perfectly. So the first thing I'm going to do is preheat my oven to 350 degrees. First thing we're going to do in this bowl is add the dry ingredients. So I'm putting my oats in. I am putting my 1/2 cup of walnuts in, my brown sugar, and 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. Now I'm just going to mix this all together. What's so wonderful about a recipe like this is on a cold winter's day, it can be mixed up super quickly, warms up the house beautifully. And remember, I'm always telling you, if you put something like this in the oven, always see if you can put other items to bake at the same time. Some potatoes, some roasted vegetables. If it can be done at the same temperature, that's great. In this bowl, I put 2 tablespoons and 2 teaspoons of maple syrup. I'm going to add my 1/8 cup of oil and about 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. Just going to give this a little mix. And now we're going to take our very ripe banana and we're going to add that to the maple syrup mixture. And I'm just going to mash this in with the maple syrup. I think this is going to be delightful. So I'm just incorporating this. We want to get those lumps out of the banana and just mix this all together really well. Now we're going to take this mixture and we're just going to mix this with our dry ingredients. I can smell the banana, I can smell the cinnamon. I'm just using my baking mat and a cookie tray underneath. If you don't have the baking mat, then please use parchment paper because this is sticky. Now we're just spreading this out. I'm going to pop this in a 350 oven, 23 to 28 minutes. We're going to check it, especially towards the end, because we don't want it to burn. This cooked for 26 minutes. Now I'm going to give you a hint when you make granola. If you like chunks of granola, big pieces, then what you're going to do while it's in the oven is leave it alone. If you like more of a granular, like little pieces of granola, then while it's cooking, you're going to take it out and you're going to turn it several times. I like mine with big pieces, so I just left it alone. It cooked for the 26 minutes. Now I'm just taking it and giving it a turn to release the heat. It's in bigger pieces. If we would have turned it while it was cooking several times, we would have had more loose granola. I am just going to let this cool on the pan, and as it cools, it will get crispy. How does the kitchen smell, Paul?
It smells fantastic.
It smells like bananas and cinnamon and toasted walnuts.
This kitchen always smells good.
Thank you. We're just gonna let this cool, then we'll take a taste test. I am telling you, this is another, you must make this recipe. The original recipe will be linked down in the description box. Even though I did use the full banana, it was awesome. It was so delicious. I don't think it changed it at all, and I was able to use up my whole banana. What I want to do now with you is just a little bit of encouragement. I think we are being bombarded every which way with a lot of negative talk. We are seeing prices rising. We may be seeing less items on the shelves in some places. And I have over 100 videos on this channel alone, not to mention other Frugal channels who are awesome, about how to save money, what to do here, how to cut here, how to lower your electric bill, how to have zero food waste, what items can we cut in half to make them last longer. Tons of videos on these things. But today what I want to talk about is, I think, one of the most important things we need to deal with as these prices rise, and that is our attitude. Sometimes we confuse perfection for contentment. We think we have to be perfect in our frugal journey to be content. And that could not only be our frugal journey, it could be any journey, anything we do. We think that we need to be perfect for it to actually give us contentment and do what it's supposed to do. When we try to be perfect, we lose sight of who we really are, because none of us are perfect. None of us. It's an unattainable goal when we try to set ourselves up for that. So we don't want to do that. Frugality should be making our lives easier, not more difficult ever. You all taught me a super valuable lesson the other day. On our last food haul, I was kind of down on myself because I had bought a loaf of bread instead of making the bread. And you all were like, are you kidding? You really encouraged us. You're like, it was $1.50. That was a great deal. You did good. You saved so many other ways. And I'm like, you know what? They're absolutely right. I'm being way too hard on myself. So I personally have to be careful of this. And I think a lot of us on our frugal journey struggle with this. If we obsess over the small stuff on our frugal journey, we can look at a lot of small fails instead of big wins. We need to look at the big wins and the small wins And when we have those small fails, we have to let them go. We literally have to let them go. We may feel we're not saving the most money we can in every little bitty area of our lives. And that's when we need to stop and reassess. Am I doing too much? Am I expecting too much of myself? Do I need to have a little talk with myself and redirect my thinking? These are really important points to ponder. Society wants us to be discontent because when we are discontent, we are going to look for ways to be content. And society is going to say, spend your money through entertainment, through buying a bigger house, through purchasing more clothes. These are all ways that they can make us feel discontent. And what we need to do is realize we are never ever going to find it by spending money. The contentment comes from within us. Contentment comes from being appreciative of what we have and awareness. Appreciation for all that we have and awareness. Be aware of how much we do and what we do. That is what leads to contentment, a grateful heart. Discontentment comes from when we focus too much on ourselves, on our surroundings, and our situation. We need to stop doing that because what happens when we do that is self-judgment can enter. And we, again, can feel that, well, we are so far from perfect. We are not doing enough to save ourselves money. We need to do more. We need to take a deep breath and go at it with a positive attitude. We need to start being a little kinder to ourselves, or our frugal journey is going to become very heavy, and that should never, ever be, ever what it's about. When we start choosing contentment over perfection, that's when our frugal lifestyle thrives. That's when we look at all the tips that we talk about on how to save money, and they become easier because we are not overburdening ourselves. We are focusing on the here, we're focusing on now as we go about saving our money and all the little and big ways that we do with a heart of gratitude, with a heart of appreciation. And we need to work within our budget. We need to stay below our budget. Like I tell you all the time, live below your means. And we have hundreds of videos on just how to do that. Look back on any of our older videos, any of our upcoming videos. We talk about how to save money constantly. We are in for the long haul. We are in for the big wins. We are in for a life of contentment that frugal living gives us. And yes, we may have to cut corners a little more, or yes, we may have to be more creative than we've been in a while, but it starts with our attitude and how we approach it. Keeping that positive spirit, living below our means, doing what we can to save, but not allowing that discouragement to enter in, that need to be absolutely perfect 100% of the time or we've blown it. That's not true. That is not true. And that is not what frugality is about. About keeping our eyes on the prize, the frugal lifestyle we have all chosen to live. There is no better way to have contentment, to be appreciative of what we have, to look around at all we have, and to be truly happy with what we have. So I hope this was encouraging. We need to start with our attitudes as we go forward. And this is a pep talk for me as well. Believe me, we as a community are so very blessed. And I tell you that all the time. And I really believe it. I firmly believe it. So I thank you for being here today. I am so excited about my chickens too. I know I did a video a while ago where I took a whole chicken. I think I made 3 or 4 meals out of it. Would you all like to see me do something like that again, only with different recipes? You can do so many things with chicken. If you would like that, Leave me a comment down below, let me know. And also leave me your frugal wins, because I know each and every one of you have had them this month. Even if you're not doing the no spend challenge with us, leave me your frugal wins. How are you all doing on your challenge? We have literally, I think, 13 days left in January. How good has this been going? How quick is it moving? I thought it was going to drag a little bit more, but we are actually having a really good time with it. And I'm loving the $100 for the month for food, because I have never been so creative in the kitchen. Honestly, it's fun. So thank you for being here. We appreciate you so much. If you are new, hit that subscribe button. Come on in and be part of our Frugal family. Please, we ask you to give this a big thumbs up. Please stay safe, stay well. So until our next video, we love you, we appreciate you, and above all, we wish you blessings. Until our next video, bye-bye.